Hey everyone, it's me, Mia, and welcome back to Face Butterfly Blog. And I just want to say that I really enjoyed this week. It was very calming. It was pretty positive. I think it helped me in keeping in mind the reason why I'm doing this and to just take my time with, the group of kids that I'm working with and teaching. Like I'll even use the word teach because most of, what we do is trying to educate kids through play. So I think that really helps with that. So at the beginning of the week, I did the counting activity once again. I just wanted to do it one more time because it just worked out so well. And I incorporated music this time, a song that was by the Singing Wars. Like I love their Good Morning song, so of course I would love their counting song. And I think the kids really enjoyed it, and I think it really helped with learning their numbers. A thing that I realized throughout this week is, trying to come up with a routine for activities. I think that it would help with my class running a little bit more cohesively instead of me just having them just running around, you know, not really, doing really much to engage with my class. I enjoyed let them do like the free play early in the day, but I think it help a little bit more if have something a little bit more planned for them to do before they do the outside play. And also because the months are getting colder, they're going to be indoors, so I want to be able to get that down a little bit more, as the weeks goes on. So a thing that I did um kind of recently is that I would come put plan activities for the day before, either for the rest of the day or the next day. So I'll be able to be a little bit more prepared for them to do for what they need to do. I mean, for what I need to do for them to have fun, but still be able to learn in some capacity. Another big news. I have a new friend that was from the 1.5 whole class, now in my class. Yay! She had just turned 2, so it's exciting for her to be in the class. She's like the most adorable little thing. She's so little. She has like a high pitched squeaky voice. Like it reminds me of the Munchkins from Wizard of Oz a little bit, and I just think they're so cute. So, but she's also fan of still calling me mom, which is something I'm trying to teach a habit of calling me either teacher or Miss Mia. Like they all got moms. They don't need to be calling me mom. And, it's not something that I don't like. It's just I don't know. I don't want to contribute to like any unneeded confusion. And also, she's a little friend that loves taking off her shoes. So I have to let her know this is a class where we keep our shoes on. Like I already got two others that like to take off their shoes. A third one that likes to take off. I don't think that he takes off his shoes all, just because he wants to, but I think he just does it because to help other people put on their shoes. So I have to let her know we keep shoes on here. If you take off your shoes, they're going to be back on your feet. So, there's that. I also want to mention that this is the fourth month, not fourth, what am I saying? This is the third month of me being part of the school, as well as being really, really involved in childcare, which is such a huge thing. Like, it just went by so quickly. I didn't realize it was like 30 months. Like, I always, for some strange reason, whenever I think of like time, it always seemed like it might be less, but that's only because days go by so fast. So I didn't realize it was 3 months. Like, I'm already like shifting out of new hire status, which is like mind blowing to me. But I'm really happy and I'm really excited for what more that I can do with the school. Like maybe they'll take a chance and have me over another class. Like I don't know how they are about switching teachers in different age groups, but if there's an opportunity open for it, I have no problem with it. So and also because I'm in the 3 month mentee, I'm a 3 month mentee. I got treated to lunch. Now I did a little video talking about me being 3 months into this company, and I actually said the wrong name of the restaurant. I called it Noodles and Things. It's not Noodles and Things. It's Noodles and Company. But I still keep that recommendation of the Japanese pan noodles. So I'm still mentioning that. Also, throughout this week, I came up with this activity. Basically, it was kind of like having to do with counting leaves. It was an activity that was already mentioned that was already, listed through the school, but I decided that instead of just counting leaves, we'll collect the leaves and then from the playground, because we have so many trees around the playground, we'll collect them and then we'll bring them in, and then we could glue them together for like a little collage on construction paper. I thought that was really neat, like the kids would enjoy. So, one day I took out a little bin, like a little like tub, and it was gathering leaves. Kids are picking up leaves, big leaves, small leaves. One of my little friends decided to dump out the leaves, but we managed to get them all back together, which was fun. And when we got back inside, I had the construction paper, we had the leaves, and I put glue on their paper. Like at first I was going to just give them glue cups, but I thought it'd be less messier for them to just put the glue on their paper for them, and they could stick the leaves on themselves. I think that it was good. There was some things, like one friend, after he had his glue put it up, he started balling up the paper, which I don't know why. Like, why would you ball up paper with such beautiful leaves? Luckily, I was able to salvage it. So, it still looked beautiful despite the paper being crumpled up. When I was pouring the cups is when I realized I could just put the glue on their paper. And of course, one of my little friends was upset that he couldn't have his own little glue cup. And I said, I'm just going to give you the glue. And we just stick the leaves on there. So that's how it will be. And then, of course, my favorite part, I had like a gallon of glue. I made like one little glue cup for myself in order to put the glue in, but I still had the giant gallon of glue. So I had a friend who loves milk. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's not many kids who don't like milk, but he loves milk, and he saw the gallon up on the shelf, and he thought it was milk. So he kept pointing at it. I was like, I'm sorry, friend, that's not milk. That's glue. You can't drink that. You can't drink the milk. I mean, you can't drink the glue. See, even I'm getting mixed up. He said, you can't drink the glue. That's not milk. You can't drink that. It was funny to just kind of laugh at it at the moment. But, I still think that it was really fun, and I got a lot of good art pieces for it. So, speaking of leaves, I thought that the weather was very beautiful throughout this week. There was so many times, it was windy, but it wasn't very chilly for most of the week. So when we were outside and when the wind was blowing, we just saw all these leaves just start raining down from this big tree that's nearby the school. And it's just really beautiful. It's just really nice just seeing just all these leaves just blowing the wind, just blowing around. It was just a really peaceful thing to see. That's one of the things I love about fall in Ohio. I was living in Dallas for a couple of years, and it goes from very hot, the leaves just turn brown and die, and then it just be cold out all of a sudden. But it takes its time out here in Ohio, and I really, really like that. So another big thing was that I'm pretty sure everyone knows that what the Thursday was. So a lot of kids, had face paint, or they were excited about having candy and whatnot, but that's not something that I really was a big fan of. I may have played a couple silly songs that they may have known, like Ghostbusters and the Monster Mash. I can't tell you how many times I played Monster Mash. I love Monster Mash, but that wasn't really my huge thing. So I touched on that. I'm not going to touch any more on it. And also, I think that that day was also the day that everything was the best on time, but it also was surprisingly dark and windy that day. It was definitely extra cold in the evening. I mean, in the evening, the afternoon. So I was like, yeah, we can't take our friends out. It even started raining, a little bit of drizzle. So it was just strange that one day it was just extra dark and extra gray. But then, it just went back to being nice in the afternoon the next day. But at the same time, we are going more into the end of fall into winter. So I could tell that weather is going to get colder. And finally, for Friday, I didn't really write much notes about that. But that day was actually the day I ended up taking over the 1.5 and 1-year-old class, and this was something that made me realize I need to continue to try to be prepared for that group, because there's some days that I take over their class and I don't really have much anything planned. I'm not really sure about using the activity that's crafted for my age group. It probably could work, probably could not, but I just want to make it a second goal specifically for that group, that, you know, if since I get them mostly in the afternoon, that I will find an activity for them in the afternoon, especially during the transition time. Maybe even a second activity, since it's getting cold, they probably won't be able to go outside, to be able to, you know, engage with them a little bit more as well. Because a lot of these little ones are going to be coming into my class, you know, eventually. So I want to be able to be more prepared for them, you know, and for them to be able to engage more with them, see, have them see me as a teacher instead, you know, it's just the adult just walking around, letting them just play around with toys all the time. Oh, one last thing, we got a brand new member of our teaching team. I'm excited that to see there's a new person in, and I'm really looking forward to working with them a little bit more. I don't know what class she's going to be in, but I hope she enjoys the school as much as I do. So you guys, that's the video for this week. Be sure to follow me on social media. You know, things are being shifting around in real life. And I'm also going to put the link tree in this video. So please, please follow. Please follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.